Alright, I wanted to give you a quick update about the throttle bodies. I've been on vacation and been busy lately and haven't been able to dedicate the time to the project, but I wanted to show these off. These are some pretty cool throttle bodies, and I would highly recommend these for other fabrication projects. So these are the throttle bodies from a Waverunner 1100cc, a Yamaha motor. It comes out of a jet ski. Now they call it the Waverunner FX, FXHO, FX140, FX1100. It goes by a bunch of different names, but it was made in the early 2000s. I think these are both out of a 05 or an 04. Now, so these guys have a 42 millimeter intake, and they normally would have injectors in all of them. These guys were stripped down. This guy came with a throttle position sensor. This guy didn't. The really cool thing that makes these guys really readily adaptable to engine projects, I'd say the first and foremost is the bottom flange of these guys are really ready to be mated to anything with a nice flat intake flange adapter. So that's going to be really easy to work with. That's going to be nice. It's got these locating pins, so you'll be able to always locate this guy back to where it needs to go. The other really important thing that makes these easy to work with for custom projects is these two bolts here are running the whole length of the thing, bolting all of these together. So these guys are split units. These guys are individual assemblies. You can see here there is an air gap. There is no common shaft running through the whole length of this thing, tying all of these together. Most of the other street bike throttle bodies and the CBR 600RR throttle body project I did for the 1915 air-cooled, that one had a 2x2 setup. So these two would be linked together and those two would be linked together, and there was no common shaft in the middle. You'd split it there, but there was no way to split down the middle here. So the throttle plates between them, they're acted on with these little set screw lever assemblies, so you can actually adjust the airflow and balance them between each other, if that makes sense. It's got a throttle set screw here, and it's got a mechanical stop on the throttle travel, and it's right there. And so all of these guys have that same stop. So you could, this assembly here, this throttle plate assembly, this throttle plate assembly is the unique one out of the bunch. All of the other ones have the same plate, but this guy has a different plate bolted onto it, and it's got the slot in it for a cable pull. So that's really nice to work with, to be working off a cable pull assembly. And it's got that stopper arm right there that'll run into the stop. So you could put this stopper cable pull assembly over here, it would work fine. You could put it on that one, it would work fine. So it's really modular. It's going to be a great platform to work on. This guy's same deal. It's got the tubing ready to go for this would be most likely your manifold air pressure sensor port reference. So that's sucking in from the underside of the throttle plate. Should be that little port there and the other ones. And then on this side you've got these are larger ones. I'm not quite sure why these ones are so much larger, but these should be going to the fuel pressure regulator port to regulate your fuel pressure. So for my purposes, I'm going to be deleting that one and deleting that one, and then I will be spacing these guys as appropriate for the spacing on the intakes of the H6. So for that, I'll probably be making spacers and adding them between here and there, and spacing these guys to fit. Now when we do that, we're going to have to probably extend this lever, right? If this whole assembly moves, these guys still need to be able to interact. So it should be a simple manner of just extending that lever so that it reaches into the matched side on the other one. So all in all, these guys are looking really good. They're very clean, I'd say. I mean, they got a little bit of grime on them, but nothing you can't clean up. I haven't seen any like major scratches or galling or anything. So all in all, I'm very excited about these, and I cannot wait to see how they perform. So I think that's it. I think I'll be rolling into the transmission disassembly project soon, so keep an eye out for that. I'm hoping to get that started very soon here. All right, talk to y'all later. See you, bye.